Welcome to another Arkansas Wildman Survival. Today we're going to make a Cherokee tradition bean bread. We got our beans on. We got our mesa. Get on, boys. It ain't nothing you're going to want. Probably about, I say 4 cups of your mesa. And we're going to add, get on, Petey. We're going to add some salt. Stir that in there real good. Only about a teaspoon. Don't drink out of my pot. That's from my... Then we're going to mix it all together. I got my husk soaking in here. Get that bean juice real good and incorporated in there. Now I'm using pinto beans, which beans and corn was their staple. And we just take and pour it all in there. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off right now. And we just take and we incorporate all that together. And I may have to add more mesa. That's why I wasn't for sure. We're just going to incorporate all that in there. I may not have to. I think that's just about the right amount. I may have to add more liquid. Yeah, we'll have to add more liquid. Get that all incorporated real good. Boy, it smells good. Get it all incorporated real good. Man, just a little bit more. You don't want it real dry. But you don't want it real runny either. We're just going to incorporate all that real good. All right. Then we're going to take our husk and this is husk from my corn that I grew. We're just going to take and we're going to wrap it. And then we're going to tie it. Just lightly tie it. And then we'll place it into our pot here in a minute after we get some more made. I have to wrap that one. I got it a little big. Just take, go around it like this here. Try not to go so big on that on this next one. Net and wrap better. That one wrap better. Now we got it on to cook. To have a towel over here somewhere. Who needs a towel when you got a Petey? Here, Petey. Is it pretty good? Petey's getting the leftovers. Hoping that I'll get where to boil. But this has got to boil for about 45 minutes. And then we'll have our Cherokee traditional bean bread. Yeah, the reason I hadn't been doing no cast iron Wednesday is because we're under a burn ban. And I would normally do this with wood, but since we're under a burn ban, it's too dangerous of an open spark. I'm doing it with a little propane stove. But I want to try to start doing some traditional foods of my tribe, the Cherokee people, and on my cast iron Wednesdays, and then do some more native foods of other tribes. I think that'll be neat. I always loved history, and who knows, these recipes may come in handy soon. After this, I got me another bottle because I got to do some beef tallow for my pemmican. I ground up the sun-dried deer meat that I did, and I got the sun-dried blueberries and also sun-dried persimmons that I ground up to a fine powder. And I got the beef tallow today, and then all I have to do is melt it down, render it out, and then add honey in my pot with my meat powder. If you ever had that Jack Link's jerky that is ground up in like a dip can, that's what it tastes like. I let my son try some when he come in because I was grinding some up into a fine powder, and he said, man, because that boy used to love that stuff. And I had no flies, no yellow jackets, no nothing. I don't know if it's the seasoning, but I know the flies won't bother it if it's thin enough. That's the secret of the natives did, because they've been preserving with the sun longer than anybody. Get on now, get on. You want in the show too, don't you? Pappy got his fill. You want to try something? Oh, you just want to kiss me. Pappy want to lick a spoon? Pappy thinks it's scrumptious. I mean, Petey. What do you think, Pappy? You just want to love Daddy. That's all you want to do. Here, Petey. Go over here. I got a time 45 minutes. I'm getting old and forgetful. But as I was saying, on the sun-dried meat, natives would cut it flat or pound it flat where it was very thin, and the flies wouldn't lay eggs on it. And that was the secret to how to do it. Because if you put a thick piece out there, yeah, you'd have flies run your meat. But I didn't have nothing bothered. I guess because the spices and the salt and the seasonings, and plus it's real windy, and there was nothing bothered it. I was kind of afraid a hawk or a crow or something might come down and get some. But we need to remember our history. Just like this right here is one of the best survival foods. Many of the Native Americans, I've made mush out of it and ate mush, but you got to leach the tannins out of it. And make sure, crack the nut open, Dakin, and make sure there's no grubs in there. Which this one's tight, no holes. You can see no grubs. So this one be good for food. I may harvest some and leach the tannins out and make mush. It's very nutritious food. That's what deers get fed on in the winter. But many native tribes stored their acorns in clay jars or something to get them through, help get them through the winter, because you didn't always have a successful hunt, and you had to rely on other things like this here bean bread. I believe we're done. Just one out. Where's my old dull knife? I know I had it around here somewhere. Oh well, I can probably just flip that. With that tag. Here we have it. Our Indian bean bread. Hot, but it's good. Should put some pepper in it. But, whoop. That's our Indian bean bread. Thanks for watching this edition of Arkansas Wild Man Survival. And don't only survive,